a look at what we've got coming up on the show. But first, we have some University of Nebraska-Lincoln events and Farm Service Agency updates to share with you. For more details on those developments, we're turning things over now to Market Journal's Bill Dodd. Bill?
Thanks, Bryce. First up, last week, the U.S. Department of Agriculture began mailing ballots for the Farm Service Agency county and urban county committee elections to all eligible agricultural producers and private landowners across the country. These elections are taking place in certain local administrative areas for these committee members who make important decisions about how federal farm programs are administered locally. Producers must participate or cooperate in an FSA program to be eligible to vote in the county committee election. Furthermore, producers who are not of legal voting age but supervise and conduct farming operations for an entire farm are eligible to vote in these elections as well. FSA Administrator Zach Ducheneau has relayed this public message to the media to help underscore the importance of these elections.
Now through December 4th, farmers and ranchers can cast their votes for those who will serve on their local FSA committee in their respective local administrative area. County committees are unique to the FSA and serve as a direct link between the agricultural communities across the country and the USDA. Ballots for the 2023 elections will be mailed to eligible voters beginning November 6th. If you did not receive your ballot by mail, you can request one from your local USDA service center, and those ballots must be returned or postmarked no later than December 4th. Don't delay and vote today.
Next up, you've heard us discuss this event before, and if you missed your chance last time, you're in luck. The University of Nebraska-Lincoln's Center for Agricultural Profitability will be holding an educational opportunity for those who may be in line to inherit a farm. The program, titled "So You've Inherited a Farm, Now What?" will cover Nebraska land industry topics for farm and ranches. Those include evaluating current trends in land values and cash rents, strategies for successful land transitions, legal considerations, and managing communications and expectations among family members.
Both Jim Jensen and I both receive calls almost monthly from people that just inherited a farm and now trying to figure out how to manage it. I would say this, if you look at the Nebraska Community Foundation report, about half of the farm ground in Nebraska in some of the rural counties is going to exchange hands in the next 10 years. So this is clearly going to be a topic that's going to come up again in the future. So we hear questions like, how do I manage it? Am I getting a fair rent? Am I be treating equitably or fairly with my rent? Is the is the tenant doing the right thing with my farm? Those kinds of things. And so we're going to talk about whether maybe you should even sell, maybe you should keep or sell the farm. In some cases, it might be better to sell. We're going to talk about managing the farm in terms of the lease provisions, the legal considerations for either buying or selling or managing the farm, the communications that should be happening between landlord and tenant if you're keeping the farm, and what the expectations can be among family members if you decide you're going to keep the farm and have a family member farm it for you. And in creating and adjusting estate plans to reflect the fact that you now own farm ground is an important consideration to make also. So those are some of the topics we'll be covering during this meeting.
These events will be free of charge and lunch will be provided. However, pre-registration is required. Your next opportunity to participate in one of these events will come at the end of this month. On November 28th, there will be a session available at Nebraska Extension in Saunders County, located at 1071 County Road G in Ithaca, Nebraska. Registration for this event must be completed by November 27th. And on November 29th, the program will be available at Midwest Bank in Norfolk, Nebraska, and again on November 30th at Cornerstone Bank in York, Nebraska. Now, this program will be available in several different locations around Nebraska through February of 2024. To see times and locations near you, please follow the link at the bottom of your screen, and we'll be sure to add that along with this story on the Market Journal website.